During your time as the Angra's producer, you've also produced some of Kiko Loureiro's solo records, right?
Yeah.
So how was it to work with Kiko separately compared to his dynamics in the band? Was it the same thing to produce him with Angra or solo?
Okay, Kiko is probably one of the best guitar players I've ever worked with in my life. I've worked with some really good ones. I got to say, I've been very, very fortunate to work with people like Kiko or Gus G. And Kiko is he's actually thinking way in advance. He's got a vision. All his solo stuff, he had a vision right away. He knew what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it, and I could give a little bit of input, but he was really in control of his production. He knew how it should go on. He wanted me to take care of all the details, how to watch out for stuff, set up the sound, make sure we're on time, you know, all this kind of shit. And you know, we kind of shared the production in this case because it was just clear to him what he wanted to do. I mean, he played bass on his own record, the first solo record, you know, and it was very good, by the way. So yeah, he's just a guy he's really, really intelligent. And when he's working by himself, he will ask me for input or, you know, my opinion about A, B, or C, but he knows what he wants, you know. He's pretty sure and confident about what he's gonna do, and there's nobody else in the studio to fuck with him about it. So cool, you know, and I think he enjoyed that very much.
Well, the second solo album of Kiko is called, it has a Portuguese title, Universo Inverso, and it's all based on Brazilian music and Latin rhythms. Was it strange to you?
Oh, hell no, I love it. I'm totally into that kind of shit. That was something that I remember when we were doing the Rebirth album and they wanted to introduce percussions and they were unsure. They were like, you know, we've done it in the past and we kind of like it. We got a lot of negative press, he said, a lot of negative press about using our kind of native percussons. And I was like, well, why? What's there to be ashamed of? I mean, and then I listened to it, I go, this is fucking great, guys. And I'm like, okay, Brazil's a big part of your market, obviously, but there's another rest of the world out there, and I know they're gonna like it too, you know? And if you piss off a couple of people, well, shit, I'm sorry, you know? And if you guys as artists wanna do it, that's kind of what being an artist is all about, you know? And if you wanna put country music into your metal, then fucking put country music in your metal. For me, all that matters is it sounds good. I don't care. I would never say, oh my God, that's too country, unless it was really too country, you know? And I honestly loved that part of the albums, and I loved that with his albums, all these neat kind of like chord structures and rhythms that I was, you know, they're totally new to me, you know? And he'd show me some things or he'd show me some examples and I'm going, oh, that's really fucking cool. Hell yeah, let's do that. That's special. When you're doing a solo album as a musician, an instrumental album, the sky's the limit, in my opinion. Do what you want. Try everything. Nothing is not allowed.